Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Time for another round of New York City but not Manhattan. This is the map I created a while back, all the 4 boroughs outside of Manhattan, and thank you very much to all of those who have played the map. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Let's start the game. I think at this stage I'll give myself just the default settings. We'll take as long as we need and see how we do. Okay, well we've landed here on a street corner or just far from it by a pharmacy. I wonder, what do we have here? So, good thing about New York is always Bushwick and Montrose. Okay, good. Well, those are 2 pretty recognizable streets for anyone who's sort of familiar with New York. So let's just get straight in there. Bushwick is an area in Brooklyn. Pretty kind of trendy area to live at the moment, as far as I understand. And Montrose, I don't exactly know where that is, but I think it's a pretty famous street, or should be a big one. So look here, we've got Bushwick Avenue running north west to southeast, ending here at Jamaica. So I wonder which one's Montrose. Can we just see it from the top here? Cooper, Halsey, Gates, DeKalb. I think Montrose is a little further west. Myrtle Avenue is a big one. Flushing Avenue is a big one. And Bushwick is there. Here we go. Montrose Avenue. There we go. There's actually a underground station there, or a subway station, I should say. So I think that puts us here. Let us see just if we can nail this down a bit. Looking for a pharmacy. We've got here Healthwise Medical Associates. Is that these people? Montrose Medical and Dental. Not quite sure. We will be on Bushwick Avenue, and we are looking north here onto Montrose. So that puts us on Bushwick, looking north, probably around here. I'll just go back to the very start, look left and right, and see which businesses we are next to. On the right-hand side here, Topaz, just up from the liquor store. Okay. And here there's nothing to recognize. But what is this market here? What does that say? Anything interesting? The Millennium Market. Okay. So let's just confirm this. Yes, now we can see the Millennium Market is here, and this smaller building perhaps is more appropriate for where we are. So that puts us there. Good. Yes. All right. Just 1 yard away. Next round. Not all rounds in New York are as easy as that. Although I do enjoy it when you get landed somewhere that's a bit familiar and so on. So that's good. Right, slung around 180 degrees here, and we're on a major road, it looks like. So let's get out on there and see what we can find. I'm going to go this way. It looks like there could be a pretty decent intersection here. So what do we have? Again, should be good on the street signs here, although I don't see any immediately. There's some here on the right. Noble and Lafayette, both of them are called Avenue. Right, okay, Lafayette. Key character in American history and in Hamilton. Lafayette and Noble. Right, and we're looking east. I wonder if we're in the Bronx. Lafayette and Noble. I recognize the name Lafayette as a street, I mean, not just the person. I wonder if perhaps we're down here in Brooklyn, actually. I think there might be a subway stop called Lafayette, but I have absolutely no idea. No, didn't mean to scroll in that far. So, not sure. So, let's keep looking. We're looking, as always, for any indication, first of all, of the borough we're in. Lafayette, and we're going east. So, we're on it's a major sort of east-west road, it would seem. Let's pause at this intersection and try and catch the road we're on here. It'll be over here on this sign, I think. Oh, that's the same one. I didn't see one at the crossroads. What does the sign say here? Monroe. Monroe houses. I wonder if there's any indication. Looking north now, just trying to see what's there. And it's all pretty contiguous stuff, isn't it? So let us continue. We've got some big apartment buildings here. I wonder if we can just progress sort of a ways down here to see where we're at. Still heading in an easterly direction. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Big buildings on this street. Goodness, look at the size of these. In Europe, these would be considered skyscrapers. But here, they just kind of look like pretty small apartment buildings. Right, we've got a USPS office here. This should help. Cornell Station. Doesn't help. You know, I'm looking for something on the side here that says Bronx. Yes, sir. All right. Maybe I did say the Bronx earlier, but well, there's only a few boroughs it can be. So now we're in the Bronx. This is up here, and we're looking for Lafayette. It's a major east-west. Found it. Found it. I think we've been here before. We've definitely been here before, in fact. So, because I remember it continues in this direction. So that is good to know. We're looking for the intersection, which we don't have, but we might as well start at this end. We've not crossed over. We were heading in an... What direction did I say we were heading in? Was it east? I think it was east. Yes, it was east. So let us actually start at the westernmost side and head east, because that sort of makes sense. Lafayette continues over there as well. It is confusing sometimes when these roads continue. I don't think we're here because we've already moved, you know, a certain number of blocks forward. So we're looking for... What was it now? What was the name? Monroe, was it? I actually can't remember. And I'm not seeing it either. So let's go back to the beginning and get out of here. We turned around, didn't we? And we'll need to figure out this street that we're on as well in a second. So let's see if we can grab that on the way out. Any indication as to the street? There really isn't. So we'll just have to remember where we are. We're now heading east, and the street is on our left. And it's just, the next street is called Crows Avenue. Something Crows. Noble, that's right. It was Noble Avenue. Well, it looks like we're looking at a pretty long stretch here of Lafayette. So we just have to find it. So this is Castle Hill. So Zerega, something else, Castle Hill, Pugsley, White Plains, Noble. No, it's none of those. It's not Sound View. Noble. There it is. Yes, sir. Okay, so we came across Noble. Let me just get this straight. We're looking west. We're looking east. This is Noble, which puts us west of Noble, which I think puts us here and maybe onto Crow's Place. So let me just go back to the flag and confirm that by looking down Crow's Place, and it sort of bears round to the left. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. So I'm going to put us there to begin. Actually, start again. Is there a green space on our left? No, there is not. There is housing on our left. Ooh, interesting. This is Lafayette. I'm now entering Lafayette, and I'm going south onto it, not north onto it. That would put us here. I was on the wrong side of the street. Oh, and a street away as well. Damn it. That's annoying. Well, we never saw the street name for that, did we? So, whoops. Oh, well. Oh, yes, it was Rose. That's right. I did see the Crows Street, and it was the other one, wasn't it? That was stupid. Avenue T and East 17th Street. Okay. Let's see if we can't work this out. There is a part of Manhattan called Alphabet City, which is down here. And the reason it's called Alphabet City is because First Avenue, which is this one, through this metro stop here, sort of comes down the east side of Manhattan. But as you go down south in Manhattan, the island sort of slews to the east, and it creates this land out here as well. I mean, it doesn't create it, but you know what I mean. And so the avenues aren't numbered; they are lettered. They go A is the most westerly, then B, then C, and I think there's a D as well out here. So that's an interesting sort of quirk, and this area around Tompkins Square Park here is called Alphabet City. There's no Avenue T though, so that means we're not in Manhattan, and obviously looking at it, these buildings aren't in Manhattan either, clearly. So we're on Avenue T and East 17th Street. I think we're in Brooklyn, but not sure. School Crossing. Quite a residential area, clearly. There's some feature up here, a bridge. T17, Avenue T and 17. Oh, we just went straight under the bridge, but whatever, we'll keep going. Let's try and find out some... This might be Queens as well, who knows? We're in a residential district here, and so there's less sort of in the way of information to find, I think, sometimes. So let's get to this intersection where there's some businesses and see what's going on here. Karate classes, the Orthodox Flatbush, okay. That, I think, is part of Brooklyn. Flatbush Avenue is definitely a subway station. It's just a question of where. Did I just see it? Flatbush. Ah. Right. This is definitely... So Flatbush is a huge, great big road, it seems, that actually becomes the Manhattan Bridge. So that is interesting. Well, we've got a street sign right here, don't we? Avenue T. So we're looking for numbered avenues. Sorry, lettered avenues. Goodness. Can't read. And I'm going to assume we're around this place. So let's just see if we follow down the avenue here. These are named. So we've got numbers, 4th, 5th, 6th, and look at this. Flatbush goes all the way through Prospect Park. That's right. Down here. Okay, fantastic. And now we're getting into, this is 17th. Very good. And can we see some letters? 18th, Dorchester Road, this one's called. Still following Flatbush. Am I? Yeah, I think so. But I'm not seeing any lettered. Avenue H. There we go. We've got H, I, J, K, L. Boom. What was the one we're on again? T. L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, P, Q, R, S, and T. Interesting. Okay. There's Avenue T. We found it. Need to go back to the beginning just to sort of double check, I think, where I am. Which way did we start? I think we went down there, but we've got a crossroads here. We should be able to figure this out. Oh, no, we didn't. We went this way, didn't we, under the bridge? So we're on Avenue T, and we're just looking at... Oh, didn't mean to scroll out so far. Avenue T and East 17th. That's right. So there is Avenue T, and, very easily now we can work our way down the numbers. T, so 33, T, 24th, East 17th. That is the intersection there. Let us just go back to the start and figure out which side of the street we're on. We're on Avenue T and we're looking west. We're on Avenue T and we're looking west. So that puts us pretty much there. Guess. Yes. Sorted. Te amo imported cigars. All right. Let's see what we got here. 14th Avenue. This could be the same. Could be the same region. We know there's avenues in Brooklyn and the 678, does that say? Let's just get a little further. We could be able to figure this out just from here. Let's see. Don't tell me that says... Oh no, I thought that might say Flatbush again. Parsons Boulevard. So Parsons and 14th Ave. Parsons and 14th Ave. And let us check out this sign here. There's more signs actually. The 678... and the Whitestone Bridge and the Bronx. Okay. So, I wonder which bridge that is. .678 is up here. That must be the Whitestone Bridge there. I'll put my pin on it. Yes, it is the Whitestone Bridge. Very good. And I'm looking sort of... The arrow says it's north of us here. So that puts us around here. So we're going to be in this neck of the woods, I think. Although, you know, these signs do signpost things from a long way out. So we could be a long way away. Let's get back to this. 14th and Parsons. Try and remember those. I'll skew them over there. 14th and Parsons. So there is a 14th Ave. Very good. And Parsons. I think we've landed on that pretty quickly. I'll just go back to the start. Remember, it's always about where you start. We're looking for Te Amo imported cigars. Let's see if this gentleman's here. I suspect he probably is. Possibly not, but there should be a bus stop. And there is. There's one right in front of us. So we're looking right at it. Guess. Brilliant. Okay, on to the final round, 5 of 5. And we're doing well apart from the second round, so that could be the non-game winning point. Look at all these fantastic brownstones. This is, when a lot of people think of New York, you know, they think of these buildings. These are called brownstones, and the steps up to them are called the stoop, which is always a funny word, I think. And they really are sort of a classic piece of Americana in my mind. American architecture, at least. Typically associated with sort of Brooklyn and more specifically, what's the area called again? Just west of Prospect Park here. Yeah, Park Slope. So I wouldn't be surprised if we're in here. So we're Macon Street or Mason Street, maybe. That is a C pronounced as an S. And Marcus Garvey Boulevard. So we've got some named streets here. So this is a very, very old sort of part of New York. I always think those places with the names are the oldest, really. What are we looking at business-wise? Brown Sugar, very nice. Bar and Lounge, okay. And that's interesting. There's a different street sign style here. Always worth picking out because that's usually done by a local area. And if you can read that here, it says Stuyvesant Heights Historic District. So that gives the game away. So worth looking. Stuyvesant is, I think, an area around here. That's right. Bed-Stuy is Bedford Stuyvesant. And it's another sort of borders on Bushwick, trendy part of town to live in. The map doesn't seem to be loading, unfortunately. So not sure what's going on there. Let's just give it a second. But let's see what we can find now. So we've got Macon. I'll call it Macon Street. Macon, like bacon. So Macon and what was this one as well? It's someone's name. Marcus Garvey. Macon and Marcus Garvey. For some reason the map isn't loading, which is a bit of a shame. Give it a second. And we know that we're in this area. This is called Stuyvesant. Was it called Stuyvesant Heights? I think it was, wasn't it? Stuyvesant Heights Historic District. So really, we're just looking for the right Marcus. It would help if we knew which direction these streets were in. So we're on Macon now, and Macon goes east-west. So Marcus goes north-south. Now, I'll just start sort of north of Rockaway Avenue and all that and see where we are. So we've got Marion, Sumter, Macon. Unfortunately, the north-south roads don't seem to have names, which is incredibly frustrating. Remember, the north-south road would be Marcus, so-and-so. So let's just work our way across. Ralph, Bainbridge, Malcolm X, Stuyvesant Ave, Troy and Lewis, Marcus Garvey, and Macon. Boom. Sorted. Okay, very good. Just return to start. Always return to start. I think we went up there, didn't we? So we're actually a short way away from that. That's to the... behind us now is east, right? Goodness. Yes, we're now facing west. So behind us is east. And if we carry on down here, the next road is... We're going west. We're going west. We're going west. That's right. We're on Macon, and it's Throop Street. Macon, and we're heading towards Throop, which is that one there. So I think we started sort of somewhere in here. It's going to be a difficult one now to count the houses or whatever. How can we best do this? There's a bit of a step in the houses there. And there's a bit of a step in the houses there. But we're quite near to this other building here, aren't we? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, the gap in those buildings should be communicated on the map. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Which way do we want to go? Now we want to go this way. Whoops. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 4 versus 8. So we're sort of a third away from this building here. I think that's in the right spot. This technique doesn't always work because it relies on the camera taking a photo every regular period of time and the vehicle to be moving at the same speed. That's okay in a long straight road in Australia, but it doesn't really work so well in New York because a vehicle taking images down this road will speed up to begin with and then slow down for the intersection. So it might take more photos towards the end of the street. So it's a little harder to base. But I think we're going to be roughly in the right place. So let's go for the guess. Look at that, 5 yards away. Fantastic. Well, I think that was a very successful round. We managed to find everything bang on. Just missed out on full points due to some laziness on my part, but I don't regret that. I do enjoy these rounds in New York City. Absolutely fantastic place to explore, I always think, and it makes for a great GeoGuessr map. So I will try to remember to include the link to this map in the description below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.